What's up, everybody? Richard Jammer from WSN.com back today with another video. This time, take a look at the best props in the AFC Championship game. Now, this one's a rematch, actually, of last year's AFC Championship game between the Bengals and the Chiefs at Arrowhead again. These two teams met earlier this year in Cincinnati, where Cincinnati did beat them. So, that's interesting. And we also have the Mahomes ankle injury, which we are going to touch on because we have two Mahomes props in this video for you here today. As always, make sure you head down in the description below and click our exclusive links to head on over to the sports books. We're looking at DraftKings and Caesars today to get some exclusive bonuses courtesy of us here at WSN.com. But with that out of the way, let's dive in, starting with Mahomes. Yeah, so we're going to go Patrick Mahomes under 286.5 passing. That's minus 115 over at DraftKings. So, Mahomes is definitely favored to be the MVP this year, but he does head into a relatively tough matchup against a team who beat them last year, beat them this year, and he has a severely injured ankle. He's progressing well throughout the week, and he's a full participant in practice, but the ankle injury is not good. It's something we cannot overlook. It kept him out of a good chunk of last week's game, so that's definitely something to monitor here. This passing threshold, 286.5 passing yards, is something he's crossed only once over his past 4 games. And the Bengals, on paper, they do have 2 cornerbacks in Eli Apple and Cameron Taylor-Britt, who are beatable, but last week we saw them both play pretty well, especially Cameron Taylor-Britt, who did have an interception, and he did play well. And so Apple and Taylor-Britt this week, they draw receivers like Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Juju Smith-Schuster, maybe some McCole Hardman if he suits up. So these guys are definitely not the caliber of Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. So the ankle injury and the cornerbacks playing better, I think that this is a good spot for Mahomes to go under here, especially with, like I said, that ankle injury. That's a big deal. Next up, we got a Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, minus 115 over at DraftKings. I love this bet. This is probably my favorite bet of the entire weekend, considering money lines, props, future, everything. I think this is a great bet because against the Jaguars, Kelce did have 2 scores on 17 targets and 14 receptions. This was his 4th straight postseason game with a score. And yeah, Mahomes may be injured, but Kelce's his guy. Especially, in a high-pressure game like this, especially with this ankle injury. Kelce's going to be a great, reliable target underneath or up the seam. And also, Kelce, he's going to primarily match up with Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson, who allows 80.5% of his targets to be caught, 62 of 77 for 585 yards. So definitely take a Kelce anytime touchdown here for sure. And lastly, Patrick Mahomes under 2.5 passing touchdowns. This is minus 194 at Caesars. Yeah, not a great price, I know, but it's very logical because it ties directly in with us going under on the 286.5 passing yards. He has the ankle injury. The Bengals do have a pass rush for guys like Trey Hendrickson, who I think could be able to create some pressure. They did have 28 pressures against the Bills last week and hit Allen 9 times. Of course, the Chiefs' offensive line is decent, right? But if they get some hits on Mahomes with that ankle injury, I'm worried, man. Like, I just am. So, Patrick Mahomes throwing 3 or more scores, it's only happened once over the last 5 games. Again, it's not a great price, but I think it's a very logical bet if you want to lay, a little bit of money on it. I think it's just, I don't want to say easy money. You never know because it's Mahomes, obviously, but there's a lot of negative things here, so I would take the bet for sure. But that does it for this episode of Best Props. This is the AFC Championship game, so once again, we'll run through them. Patrick Mahomes under 286.5 passing yards, minus 115 at DraftKings. Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, minus 115 at DraftKings. And Patrick Mahomes under 2.5 passing touchdowns, minus 194 over at Caesars. But that does it. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you head down in the description below, hit our exclusive links, get those bonuses right now for this game. Make some money this weekend, and good luck. But until the next one, I'll see you later. Peace.